Whatever you need. Whatever you guys need.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you very much.
Okay, to start it off, this was our Wednesday practice in the work week. I know it's a little odd that it's Monday, but it's good to kind of get back in our normal routine of being out here early in the morning. You guys probably saw Claude Pallone got carted off with what we think is an ankle sprain. We're going to get x-rays and whatnot, so I'll have more for you guys tomorrow. So we'll see how he bounces back. But all in all, very spirited practice, a lot of game plan work, and I thought the guys came out focused. It's going to be really key that we have good meetings this evening to really polish things up so that we come out tomorrow morning and really clean this game plan up, and so that we're right on point with what we're doing.
John Houston, is he banged up also?
Yeah, he's got a sore back right now, so we're just trying to rehab him to get him back out here.
So obviously a lot of the players that you recruited are still on the Washington team, and a lot of those players are familiar with your schemes. Is there an advantage one way or the other to that?
We're going to run our stuff, every week, just like any other week. We have wrinkles that we like to do, and we try to game plan our opponent. They're going to do the same. That's part of football, so I don't know if there's necessarily an advantage either way, but there's a lot of similarities, especially between the two teams when it comes to schematics. But at the end of the day, it's about execution. It's about preparing. It's about execution.
Do you have any mixed feelings about the Team East, about getting ready to play the Team East to coach for?
They're not mixed. I know exactly what they are. I respect those guys a bunch. I recruited them. They're good kids. They play hard. I know that I want to win, just like every other football game. So I think my feelings are really clear.
How's it looking for Kevon and Darius for Thursday?
I feel good about Kevon. I don't feel as good about Darius. I'll have a better feeling tomorrow, but I in my mind, I think Kevon's going to play in the game.
What have you thought of their true freshman quarterback?
I like Jake a lot. I had recruited him when I was up there, and Jake's got a good feel for the game. He's a tough kid. He's heady. He's played a lot of football in high school, so he's gotten better from week to week to week. So he's going to be a heck of a player in our conference.
How different is the attitude? Talking to Coach Sermon about how many linebackers he's playing, and it's a war of attrition, and you guys almost look like you're winning that battle, playing so many people and not having many injuries.
It's kind of what we wanted, Dan, is when you play people, you have depth. It should minimize some of your injuries, and when the guys are playing, they should be playing hard, fast, physical football.
Is it a different mindset this year? Last year,
I think guys aren't saving themselves. I think they know I got 4 plays. I'm going to give it what I got, knowing that I can get a chance to get a rest there. Sua's a little bit of an exception, as we know. We try to play him a little bit more than the other guys because he's so talented and he makes so many plays. But the rest of the guys know I can give it my all. There's nothing to save myself for, and I'm still going to be fresh in the fourth quarter.
Pretty much every day that we come out here, Biggie Marshall spends extra time after practice working on his techniques. What does that say about him?
It's just a sign of a guy who wants to be great. He's not satisfied with where he's at yet. He's a heck of a player for a true freshman, but he wants to be special. He wants to be great, and he works at his craft. And you can't fault a guy for that. There is a fine line with overworking yourself, but there's been a lot of guys who have spent extra hours on this field that have gone on to do great things, and hopefully, I think Biggie wants to fall in line with those guys.
Do one more.
How's Chris Hawkins kind of evolved in
I
your
think
time?
he's doing well. Obviously he's got a knack for the football. He's creating turnovers for us. He's got a really high football IQ, which I've talked about, and I think that's what has given him a nice transition from corner to safety. He's showing physicality, which is important, and he's able to cover from the safety position, which is important. So, to Chris's credit, he's really embraced it too, and I think that's what it takes when a guy moves positions. It's the young man has to embrace it and then give it his all if he wants that transition to work, and Chris has done that.
Okay.